Alright, so I'm going to be showing you how to get Mumble, how to get it up and working, how to get it just a little bit of the settings adjusted to where you sound a little better. So first of all, you need to download and install Mumble. That's obvious. When you first install it, you won't see any of these. These are all my channels. What you'll see is probably the public internet will be up, and you'll see all this craziness. I would just tap the triangle, get all that away, and then click Add New. Alright, when you go to Add New, you'll get these four options. Label is just what you want to call it. That's completely up to you. It's just your quick reference on what it's called. Address is what you'll get. Usually ends with either mumble.com or some other site that they go through. You'll get this and the port from the person that whose Mumble channel you're using. The port, same way. It's a 4 to 6 digit number as far as I know. I've usually seen it as a 5, but I've also seen 4. Um, it'll be a number you get from the person that whose server you're using. Username is just what you want everybody to see you as. Generally, you use your gamer information if you're gaming, or your name if everybody knows who you are and knows you by your name. All right. So once you get it all set up, it'll get added to your favorites, just like all of these. For now, I'm going to ignore these, and I'm going to show you how to configure some of the settings. Okay. First thing, when you first install it, Audio Wizard will come up. If you already have it installed and you clicked out of it, go to Configure Audio Wizard, your first step. Alright, just skip the first page, it's just the introduction. Here you just want to make sure both of your devices are being picked up, your 6 speakers and your microphone. I just keep mine on default because it picks them up automatically. Alright, here it'll be playing a sound, it'll be playing this little guy talking. Basically, what it wants you to do is just bring this bar to the lowest setting to where the voice doesn't skip or glitch. You'll have to listen to each of the settings and make sure that the lowest setting doesn't skip, and if so, just kind of move it up till it stops. Right. Here, you'll see it's moving because I'm talking. This will be your low-end voice tuning. What it wants you to do here is talk normal. Normal to low. Kind of what you do in a quiet room. When there's not a lot of noise, just your normal talking. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that this bar is below where your normal voice is. You see how normally I'm about right here? So my bar is just below that to make sure it picks up all my voice. Go ahead and hit next. Now this is the key page right here. How this page works is if you want to use push to talk, if you're a computer gamer, generally push to talk is a good idea. It takes all of the input out, and all you have to do is hit a button, talk, or hold a button, talk, let go. Simple walkie-talkie mechanics. Alright, a lot of people select left control as their button because it's easy to hit with your pinky when you're on WSAD for movement. It's all completely up to you. I use raw amplitude because I'm on console. So what I do is I keep it on raw amplitude. This just means that when I talk, it'll activate Mumble. Okay, this is where a lot of people mess up. Just because Mumble's default settings kind of suck. What you want to do here is make sure that your voice is staying above yellow, but not too far into the green. You don't want it to be way over here because you don't want your voice to be way above yellow because then it'll activate when you just do normal noises. That's just me snapping. It was setting it off. So I want to move it up to where my voice is still setting it above the yellow, but normal, just movement, brushing. If you bang against your computer, it's always going to set it off, but just normal movement should not set it off. So I'm going to leave mine about where it was. I have had this set up before. After that, balanced is recommended. That's completely up to you, though. I don't get into this setting much, the quality. A lot of people like to go on low if you have lower internet quality, or if you're running a high pop game and you just, high latency game and you just have a hard time running the game itself. You'll want to probably put it on low, but it's all up to your computer and your internet speed. Down here is an interesting little feature. Basically, when somebody comes into your Mumble channel, when somebody writes messages on the chat of the Mumble channel, this setting up top right here will use the weird, creepy computer voice to tell you what they say, or blah blah has entered the channel. That kind of stuff. If you want to disable that and just kind of keep an eye on it, then just use the disable feature. This last one is just giving you an example of how your speakers work. If you're using headphones, feel free to click the button. Other than that, it's just making sure your headphones or your speakers are working fine. Okay, this is completely up to yours whether you want to submit some statistics to Mumble. I don't really care. Nothing happens on Mumble that I don't want them to know about, so I just hit finish. There's your audio wizard. What you'll want to do is you'll want to go into your server. I'm going to pick an empty server for now just to show you what I'm talking about. Let's go into this one. Alright, how this works, you see that I'm the only one in here. You also see that I'm muted. When I talk, my lips light up. As you just saw, when I don't talk, it doesn't light up. That's what you want. What you want to do is afterwards sit by yourself or sit in a channel by yourself. Kind of just sit here, move around, do some low noise, just movement. Set your controller down, set your, just do some little movements. Make sure that the red lips aren't staying lit the whole time. That's when you want to go back in and adjust your settings. You also want to talk and make sure that the red's lighting up when you talk, otherwise it's not going to activate when you talk. Alright, if you do have any more problems, and the audio wizard wasn't enough to fix it, go into settings. You have both of those same settings right here. This is your low one, this is your high one. They'll basically it'll make your yellow zone bigger or smaller. How silence below means any noise below this line won't be picked up by Mumble. Speech above means most of your voice should be above the green line. Generally, I like to keep mine pretty close together and right where my talking's just around where the green line is. But I mean, it's up to you. You just want to mess with it a little bit, but now at least you know where the settings are. Right? This will be posted on the Ascension website and YouTube. So feel free to ask me any questions, comment in YouTube, or just let me know if you know me in the game. If you have any more questions, just give me a holler. Hope you have fun with Mumble, and hope this video helped.